Yeah, yeah, yeah. Two guys, two guys. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Two guys, a girl, and two guys, a girl. Two guys, a girl. Two guys and a girl.
Yes, this is John.
And you? Bingo.
Hi.
Crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. Jazz Crunchy Chandler, as she's known.
Yeah.
So we're going.
We're going.
Oh, I finished my crunchy M&Ms then.
Okay.
Safe spaces.
Yeah, safe spaces aren't safe. They're the opposite of safe, I reckon.
Why?
Explain.
Well, only certain things. Like I can understand. Like I got a safe space, I suppose. It's my bedroom, isn't it? And then you go there.
In your mind. Safe space.
Just screen 12 for the audio.
Yeah.
I'm safe here. No one can get me.
Yeah.
They don't know I'm here.
No. Well, no, they do. Everyone knows I'm there. Like, if you can't find me, probably just go to the audio and I'll be there, be around there.
You know, you said you always park in the same spot.
Yeah.
Do you always sit in the same seat?
No.
Or is it always in the same rough area, like on the end or in the middle?
It depends. If I'm with my mum, I'll have to sit on the end.
Right.
She likes a wee sometimes. She doesn't like to go to wee, but she likes to think if I need to, I don't
In
have
the
to.
toilet.
Don't have to disturb people.
Just on the aisle.
No, just it's my wee seat.
Cover me, John. Like she's some rough old bat from town.
If I'm in screen 12 though, that's the big screen. I do have a favourite seat there.
Bang in the middle.
No, down the front to the left,
Ooh.
about the second row. Second row down, they've got the best seats. They're like super comfy.
Right at the front.
Not right at the front, like just like
In the
I don't know how well you know screen 12.
I don't.
Screen 12's the big screen, right? So you've got the downstairs bit or the upstairs bit.
Yeah. Oh, I've probably
The
been in.
downstairs, like the space shuttle ones.
Yeah.
Really like that.
So, but like still quite at the back, but like the second row down from the stairs. So
Right.
they've got the best seats. I like sitting there.
You should write your name on it.
I just left my stank on it.
Pull your trousers down before you sit.
Yeah, just get
Just
an
rub
ass
it in.
groove. Got my ass groove in it.
I saw a video the other day. It reminded me talking about my mum pissing in the aisle, which she's
Right.
never done.
Okay.
But it was like a fail compilation. Yeah. A fail compilation video, and there was this. She must have been a Pakistani woman, and she was on CCTV, and she was walking around. There were people waiting for a lift, and you sort of hobbling over to a corner, like looking shifty like that. And then when she walked off, there was a massive shit on the floor.
Oh,
So
God.
she just done a shit.
What is wrong with
You couldn't
people?
see, obviously, because she had like a long
Dress.
Pakistani style clothing.
Yeah.
Whoa, trigger warning.
For
What?
what? Shits.
Traditional
Yeah, and-
clothing.
People have had
Racism.
shits. I had a shit once.
And
Killer
and
shit.
racism.
Why is that racism?
It'd have to be a Pakistani lady, didn't it?
She had
But it
traditional
was.
Like,
garb on.
no.
What am I supposed to say?
As if white people don't shit in the street, all.
No, they do. I've not seen
Oh,
it.
you've only
I've
seen
seen-
Pakistani women.
I've seen a
Yeah,
video
I have.
of a woman doing it in a supermarket.
What? Like she just leaves it?
Yeah, she like looks around, takes her pants off as a dump, and then walks off.
Sounds hot. What video is this?
I can't tell you, John.
Ah, shit. Scat porn.
Yeah. But I've also seen someone do it on a car as well. Like, they've on the back of a car, sometimes there's a little seat bit,
Yeah.
like where the boot opens up. I've seen someone sat on there and do it. It's just on, like, not YouTube, but I don't know, you just see it on random things.
The dark web.
Yeah.
Dare,
Yeah.
dare I ask?
What?
Where's the worst place you've had a shit?
In
Well,
a
not word.
garden.
What age?
I want to say
Thursday.
13,
Whose garden?
14. It was
I wish I had that.
what you want me to say? Oh, the toilet.
No. I like that you're being real.
It was.
I'm just not sure I'm ready to hear it.
It wasn't like I did it because it was like fun.
Was it a malicious shit?
No. We were It was in my cousin's old house, and she had like a tree house that was on the ground because they couldn't have like permission to do it in the tree. So we stayed out there overnight, and I had a very, very upset stomach, and I knew I wasn't going to make it to the actual toilet in the house, so I just had to go in the garden, out of the way.
Makes sense.
That's probably the worst place I would have thought.
Oh.
I don't think I've done it anywhere.
It's not so bad.
No. What did you think I was going to say? In the middle of the lawn?
Yeah.
Just curling one down for the sake of it.
Writing a message for your mum and dad in the morning.
No.
Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Dad. Running out halfway through the birthday.
It had to be done.
Fuck's sake.
Go on then, you two.
Well, apart from like, apparently I used to shit behind the sofa until I was like 4. Like
Well,
4 or 5.
I wasn't born then.
Like, yeah, like literally, like I was just, I don't know why. I don't know.
That's funny.
But I got cured of that.
Yeah. Do they rub your nose in
They
it?
did, yeah. And I
What,
didn't do
really?
it again. Yeah, seriously.
They
Mum-
rubbed your nose in it?
Yeah, my mum did. She
Really?
was like, stop doing it. And then I stopped doing it. But like, I don't know, I got a thing about shit in places. Like even in university, if I needed a shit,
Oh,
I would
I-
try and get home.
Yeah, I don't do it.
And I went to Cardiff University, so it was like a 20-minute
Yeah.
train journey and then 10-minute walk up a hill.
I don't like using public bathrooms anyway. So having a number 2, I just don't. I don't.
Till you can find a nice garden.
So I'm gonna
can't
say,
find a
I'm
good
gonna say the
garden.
worst place I've had an adult shit is floor 4 of the History and Archaeology building
That's very
in
poetic.
Cardiff
Really?
University.
But
Just
in a
because
toilet.
I had to, yeah, and I just really didn't want to, but I really had to.
Oh.
Like even in school, I just save up the shit and go home and shit.
Yeah.
Even now, even
Make
now,
you
as a
ill. I
grown
knew a
man.
girl that did that once. She refused to poop,
At all.
and then she had to go to the hospital because
Yeah.
she was impacted.
Yeah.
Impacted? Yeah, impacted.
Well, yeah, it was packed in.
Yeah, it was. Kept forcing it back up
Ugh.
with a pool cue.
How long can you go with not... You know, if you would naturally need to go and you
Yeah.
just refuse to go, how long could you go without using the bathroom? Because obviously there are some people who physically can't, like, they're constipated.
I don't know.
But if you could quite easily go, but just don't.
Probably a while, but it'd start
Where's
to
it
get very
go?
unhealthy. It just stays there, doesn't it? And then it'd start probably leaching into your colon, and then you'd just be ill.
Eventually, it would just turtle head out though.
Yeah.
When you gotta go, you gotta go. How about you then?
Oh, I've had loads of horrible shits in horrible places. There was.
Chests.
I've had some chests. Yeah. I'll pick 3. 3 interesting
3.
shit stories.
One
Top
for each.
3. Ollie's top 3 shits.
Top 3 shits. One was out of 2 were out of sheer panic. One was quite romantic.
Romantic
I am
shit. I can't
intrigued.
wait for this one.
The first one that came to mind was when I remember we were up the College Inn and we were all having a drink and I got hit by a sudden bad stomach. And the College Inn is like a 15-minute walk from our house. So I was like, I have to go. You know when you get that feeling and then you're like hot and sweaty and you're like, shit, it's going to happen. I have to
Yeah.
go. Didn't want to use the toilets in the pub because what we just said,
Yeah.
public toilets. And you don't
AIDS.
want AIDS. So I started walking home and then I got to the top of Jenner Road and started sprinting home and then the sprint jiggled the shit.
Oh,
So
no.
I was like, I gotta stop. So I just ran up a lane and found a quiet little dark spot outside somebody's garage door.
Just did a shit.
Yeah.
That
It
was
was
nice.
like a
Ice cream
Mr.
Mr. Whippy.
It's fucking rank.
Mr. Shitty.
Yeah, but then it was all alright. And my romantic,
It's all alright, why?
because it was out of me.
Yeah, but the next morning, not alright for the guy.
What
Yeah,
if
but
you
they
used...
just thought it was a dog shit. Like I
Really?
didn't write my name in it. Ollie was here.
just smearing it on the garage door?
Yeah.
And what's your romantic shit?
My romantic shit was the day I went and walked up the mountain in Ibiza.
When was this?
This was last year.
Last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know when you're on holiday and your diet isn't quite what it is
Yeah.
when you're home, and so
Yeah.
it can mess with your system a little bit.
Yeah.
It was solid. It wasn't like gross, but I decided, like late, sort of mid-afternoon, there was a mountain, like a fair walk up right outside our hotel. So I was like, right, I left Sam by the pool. I was like, I'm going exploring up the mountain. Got to the top. It was wicked. You could see all the views and everything. And on the way down, I was like, oh, gotta go to the toilet. And there was no one around. So
could see.
no, it was empty. There was nothing. It was just me and the lizards.
Yeah.
So I did a poop by the side of a path.
By the path?
Well, you know,
You could have gone off into a bush or
I
something.
would have fallen off the cliff. There was nowhere to go. Like, you know?
Pooped off the cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know if anyone was down below.
Imagine that. Sunbathing. Oh.
Yeah,
little-
Sam on the beach.
Poop parcel.
The human shit lands on ugh.
So I pooped by the side of the thing, and then literally, as I pulled my shorts up, a man came around the corner, and I was like, "Hiya," and just strolled on.
What did you?
How did
obviously
you wipe?
didn't wipe. Yeah.
I didn't. I wasn't far from the
that's not
hotel,
gonna be
so
good.
I got back, and then. But it was nice. It was like being in nature again. Felt like a bear.
You should have taken a picture.
I might have.
Bears shit in the woods, all not on a mountain top.
Yeah, well, bears shit wherever they are, don't they? And so do I.
Yeah. Wow.
Another one? You said you had 3.
The other one was in Oakwood when I was about 12, maybe.
Right.
And I had, again, a sudden bad stomach and was frantically looking for the bathroom and couldn't find one. And when I finally did, I went in and used it and realised I was in the ladies. And this was a particularly bad stomach.
Yeah.
So I had to wait then, peering through the gap in the door for all the ladies to leave and then sprint out. And it was just disgusting.
Your mountain story about holiday reminds me of when we went to Florida.
Yeah.
And we decided one day we were going to walk down Route 192, which was like the touristy bit in Florida, or like, where is it? Kissimmee? No.
I don't know.
I don't know. All that, it's like near Disney we were staying anyway. So we got a taxi to Taco Bell early in the morning, like about 10 o'clock.
Oh.
And Ollie had never gone.
Well, I was going to say, basically 192 was a huge 8-lane highway, and down one side you had McDonald's, Subway, Taco Bell, and on the other side you had Burger King, Dunkin' Donuts. So everything you wanted was on this stretch.
Yeah.
So
And there were like shops and stuff there.
Yeah.
So Ollie's idea was like, we'll walk down 192, and bear in mind in Florida no one walks anywhere.
Yeah.
'Cause it's stinking hot. So anyway, we pulled up at the Taco Bell and we all decided to have breakfast. And I'm not particularly great with spicy food, especially cheap ass spicy food. But so we had a very nice Taco Bell, and then it hit me almost instantly.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I need to go back to the room. I need to go back to the room. I need to go back to the room. We found like a supermarket, and everyone was just going, look, just go in there, go in and be fine. I was like, nope, I need my own space here. It's not going to be good.
Your safe space.
I need a safe space. And then, so we got a taxi home, like after about 10 minutes. And then I spent the rest of the day on the toilet, pretty much. Yeah, it was gross.
I remember how angry you got.
Oh, it was like,
I have to go.
I don't want to go to an American toilet.
Oh, there's nothing worse though, is there?
No.
Than like being caught. I wish I hadn't brought this up.
Why did you?
Don't know. What were we talking about?
Safe
Safe
spaces.
spaces.
Yeah.
And
I
you're
was about
asking
to
us
go
Oh
rant
no,
on
and the
safe space.
Pakistani lady who
Oh,
took a
right.
shit in public.
What's that got to do with a safe space?
We were on about my mum enjoying
Oh,
safe
right,
space
yeah.
being in the
Okay.
cinema.
It's all coming
Yeah.
back to
Yeah.
me now.
Yeah.
Just distracted thinking
So yeah,
about
anyway,
poop.
safe spaces.
So, yeah.
I don't think there should be any in universities.
No.
Why?
What is your definition of a safe space,
Well, like,
though?
you know,
It's stupid.
a place. I don't know. There's different. I suppose there's different definitions, but what I mean by safe space is like a room in a university where like certain people can go, and then no one can talk to them about things they don't want to talk about, or basically
That sounds
no
amazing.
white people can go in there. That's what safe space really means.
No.
Yeah.
No,
No.
that is yeah.
Yeah.
A safe space would be a room, like a library, I imagine. It's just quiet. Like,
No.
No white
A
man.
safe space is like no white men can go in a safe space because like ethnic minorities or women feel oppressed by us.
is this true?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And our
on
privilege.
100% honestly.
They're having debates about it in Parliament at the moment. I saw a video yesterday. A member of Parliament was talking about how she doesn't think safe spaces in British universities should be a thing.
I didn't even know they were.
I don't think they are here yet,
Right.
but
oh,
there
right,
are places in America which have safe spaces. We've talked about this, haven't we?
No.
I don't think we have. Not
No,
fully.
not on here,
Oh.
but I'm sure I've told you about safe spaces. There are some colleges in America, at least from what I've heard, where women wanted safe spaces which were full of things like screens of puppies playing and bubble machines,
I don't
so that
remember
they
that.
could go and feel like the safe children that they want to feel like, so that the white male population
my
can't get
God.
to them. No joke.
That's
100%.
so stupid.
And then that's not even the worst thing, right? They've got when you get a book, say you're doing English literature, right? And your book you've chosen to read includes rape or something like that, right? They've now got trigger warnings for the text, right? To go like, no, seriously, this book contains rape. So if you are worried about that, you don't have to read that part of the book.
Have they got a trigger warning for the trigger warning? Because if the trigger warning says rape,
No,
surely you need a
No,
trigger
yeah.
warning.
Which
This
is
trigger
ridiculous.
warning
Like,
contains
I'm
the
sorry.
word rape.
The book includes that. You can't discount that. That's ridiculous.
No.
It's ridiculous. Even if you've been raped, right? Horrible thing to have happened to you, but people are going to say the word rape to you in the future. You can't shield yourself from everything.
No.
So, like, I'm sure, like, and they'll be like, "Oh, this book contains racism."
The only
Fuck off, like.
The only thing I was going to say about that is if there's a warning about something to do with animals, I'd want to know. Well, I wouldn't want to know. I'd rather not read it.
Yeah, but just grow up, because that's
But
the book you're reading. Like.
I don't.
Yeah, but
If it's a set text for the course,
Like,
what makes you so special that you
I know,
can't?
but-
I'm not reading that bit.
I don't know whether I disagree with trigger warnings as such, because I think it can be used, like you said. If somebody sends me a video and they're like, "Look at this farm documentary," and then it shows me a bunch of cows
Yeah.
being prodded and I wouldn't want to see it.
Yeah,
No.
but you would
So I
know
would-
that about farms anyway, surely.
yeah,
No,
but
well,
if,
no, it could be, look at this farm video and it's fucking Shana, the Aldi farm, and she's like,
Oh, I need a trigger warning for that.
all the
every
cows.
fucking time.
Like, it could be that. I can see the point in trigger warnings, because they have them on, essentially the same thing on the front of films, don't they? Contains mild violence,
Yeah.
so you can decide whether you want
Yeah, I get
trigger
it.
warnings, fine, but
Oh,
you
I
shouldn't
dunno.
be. If you are the victim of a rape and you go into a criminal justice course or something like that, you can expect to be looking at that sort of stuff. Choose a different course. Don't make everyone else
yeah, I think
suffer.
it's within context. So if you are reading a book that's about, I don't know, the history of sexual abuse, it's expected.
Triggered.
But if it's like a romantic novel and then all of a sudden she gets raped, maybe because you're not expecting it, you can't mentally prepare yourself for it.
Yeah, but grow up, because it's not real though.
But rape is.
No, but the character getting raped
Oh,
isn't
no,
real, is it? So
but-
just deal with it. Like,
But if I was reading a nice book and then all of a sudden he's killing an
yeah,
animal,
but it's not. The animal's not real.
but
so you just have
to
to
me
live
that
with
it
that.
doesn't matter. Like,
Oh, yeah, but okay then. But in like
'Cause it happens.
university's supposed to be a discussion, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
So you have a seminar. So you have a seminar about a book you're reading. Now some people, because they've gone, oh, this is a trigger one, I don't want to read that bit. Well, you haven't done all the work that everyone else
No,
has done
no, I
because
know, I get that.
you can't deal with life.
I get that.
It's nothing is real, is it?
People have been dealing with this stuff for years,
Yes, they are.
decades, millennia. Why now is it
You
like
yeah.
like I said? I don't think trigger warnings is a concept or a bad idea. but-
Safe spaces.
Safe spaces are stupid idea.
how can you do history and not learn not learn the whole course of history?
Yeah, you shouldn't do history if you can't deal with history.
But even if you want to do history, you should know enough about it to be like,
Stuff's
Oh.
happened.
like the Holocaust. This course contains
Anorexia. All it would be because people weren't eating, were they?
I don't think
Not
it's
through
anorexia
choice,
though,
but-
Jess. Trigger warning. Sorry.
Trigger
Sorry everyone.
warning.
Jess just gone off and went.
No, like
Gone off on one.
Just like no, you
no.
know. Like,
I mean, I was gonna say like if someone's suffering from anorexia, And obviously, it's going to be documentation about people who went eating and photos of people who went
I
eating.
think that's a bit different from the persecution of 6 million Jews, Jess.
But no, but if you're saying that people are so sensitive about trigger warnings, stuff like that could happen.
I don't know about that. Like, maybe, like, if you were Jewish and you were like, oh my god, I
you were
can't
skinny
deal with
and
what
Jewish.
happened to
Yeah.
skinny
If you're
Jews.
Jewish and skinny, you
Yeah.
might not want to do the history course.
This is why I'm not,
Like, you know,
educated.
it's just, I don't know. I think it's stupid. You just got people can't. We're gonna have a generation of people who just can't deal with anything. You can't say stuff to people because it'll be like, oh my god.
This is why the West is fucked. Because no one in North Korea...
Trigger.
No one in North Korea is worrying about their safe space. They're all fucking militarising the fuck up. And when it comes time to invade the West, all of the people here, not all, I'm sure there are some fine military people who are going and learning how to be hard as fuck. Fine. But a lot of us are pussies. Myself included, I'm a pussy.
Yeah, I don't
Not a
wanna
pussy
fight
to
in a war.
the extent that I want a safe space. But like, when you grow up and go to work, if somebody like mentions, oh, you've got a nice blue top on, well, you're going to have to go to your safe space because I was sexually harassed.
Humongous.
He sexually harassed me. He said he was humongous. I don't even think that guy was saying humongous dick. I just think he picked a word which could have also been a name.
I think even
No,
if he did,
he
Really?
I think
I
even
don't
if he
know.
did mean his dick, so fucking what? Like, it was funny.
I'd want
I
to
don't think he
say.
did,
I'd
though.
want to check.
I don't think he did. He didn't say it like I'm humongous, bitch.
No,
was
he
like,
did-
"I'm
he said the name-
humongous.
Yeah, but he knew what that meant.
I don't know.
You wouldn't say Mike Oxlong,
What was the other one though?
Mike Litterus,
That took a while to get.
Norma Stitz.
Norma Stitz. I like it. Like, is that sexual? No, fuck
It's
off.
not sexual harassment.
It's bullshit.
Can you imagine the office of the future? Where's top bant's gonna happen? It's
No.
not gonna happen.
Men are gonna have to wear blinkers so they can't see women.
I know. I
Because
feel a
women
little
don't wanna
bit
be
ashamed of
seen.
myself
We're gonna
showing
have to-
my elbows right now.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wear reverse hijab.
No, but you shouldn't feel ashamed. You should be able to sit there with your tits out. And we can't say a thing
yeah.
about it.
We
That's-
can't objectify the tits.
Yeah. Have you seen slut walks?
No. Oh, slut. I thought you said slot, and I was just thinking of casinos.
Slut walks. It's where girls walk around on hands and knees and men just boop, pop in there.
Please change.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
slut walks. Where women go out dressed in very, like, hardly anything at all
Yeah.
in order to protest, like, catcalling and stuff. What the fuck?
I just think dress respectably. Yeah, dress respectably. Respect each other. Get on with it.
Yeah.
I get that they're trying to make a point of things.
But if okay,
How is it? If I was like, oh, women should be allowed to do whatever they want, and I go out in a fishnet stocking, people are obviously going to look. They're going to do exactly what I'm trying to get them to not do.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like fighting fire with fire. Don't call me a slut, and I've got my cooch out.
Fighting boners with tits is what you're
Yeah.
trying to do, and it's never going to work.
yeah,
'Cause it's only
if you're
gonna
going out in a
perpetuate.
really low cut top with your tits basically out.
Yeah.
Why have you done that? Like,
Well,
okay, there's one
I
reason
wanna
it's
wear
like,
it,
damn, I
John.
look good, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. You can look good, but you're out in public, so you want everybody else to see that you look good as well. And you can't say that's not a factor in it. 'cause
Even
it
if you
is to
don't want
everybody.
other people to look at you,
Don't wear it then.
They're gonna, yeah, they're allowed to look just
Would
as
it
you're
be-
allowed
No,
to
you
wear
do
it.
want other people
Now-
to look at you.
It would be
If
like
they-
if a guy went out.
Well, you can't say everybody wants them to look at them.
No,
you can't
no,
say
you-
that.
you can.
No, you can't. You can't.
can.
No, you can't.
Well, if you
When
did,
you
if
wear
you
a
did
nice
want
hat
other people,
that makes you feel good, do you wear it so
No.
other people will say nice hat, or do you wear it because you want to wear
no,
that
that's
hat?
different. Though.
No, it's not.
It is
No,
different.
It's not different.
Because I'm not right. If I go out and someone goes, "Oh, nice T-shirt,"
Yeah.
that's cool. That's fine. I don't mind that.
confirmation
It's
that you
confirmation,
made-
right?
But
Yeah.
did you wear
But
that
I'm not going
t-shirt-
out to a club.
But did you wear
am I?
that T-shirt so people would comment on it?
No, I wear it because
Well,
I like
they
it.
can wear low-cut tops without wanting people to comment on it, just because it makes them feel good. But they shouldn't complain when people. Oh no, actually, they probably should complain when people do comment. Not looks, but I think it's
I don't know, I think
invasive.
it's different.
I think it's not different. You don't know what a person is thinking in their head when they put something on.
I think if you go out,
Uh-oh.
like in the
To a
night
club.
out to a club,
Yeah.
and you're
Discotheque.
dressing a certain way, it's to show off, isn't it?
A lot of
Yeah,
the time.
to clubs, but day to day.
Day
if
to
you're
day,
just
yeah.
out
If you're
in
just
a-
out and you've got massive tits and you can't,
Or even if you are showing them
Like,
off, they
or
might be
whatever,
showing
you know.
them off not so people will look at them, but just because they like the t-shirt they're wearing.
If I
See?
was
That's
yeah. But
so-
like if you're going out to a club, I was more talking about like going out trawling for cock.
to get fucked.
if I went
I'm
out
out to get fucked.
if I was going out for a proper night out, I wouldn't wear anything like particularly revealing, but I would wear something that looks like better than my normal everyday
Yeah.
clothes. More for me, so I don't feel so scruffy.
Just all green, like a traffic light party.
Yeah, and then I just stand against green screens.
Come and get.
My tits out. What I was going to say about you, like saying with the women wearing low cut tops, people are going to look just as if you both went out in just like really tight lycra trousers. People are going to look at your dick,
Of course they are. Yeah.
but it's the same thing, isn't it? Like women would look at guys if they got skin tight trousers on. Guys are going to look at girls if they got low cut tops on.
Yeah, I
It's
think
the same
it's
thing.
when you take that into imposing your opinions on those people that it becomes a problem.
Yeah, just because
So-
someone's got
yeah.
really nice breasts and they're like in a really lovely dress and stuff, you shouldn't go nice tits, love.
Yeah, or want to fuck, or just jizz
That's
on them.
where the
Jizz on them
thing-
from
yeah.
a balcony.
Yeah. Whilst taking a shit.
What?
yeah.
Yeah,
But
there must be a word for that.
I think like these super feminist people don't really get the
it.
don't really get that like although we're all equals, no one is ever truly equal, are they? Because like, you know, there are men and there are women, and some men find men attractive and some men find women attractive, and there's always that level of attraction between them. Do you know? So like you're never really on a, although you're even everywhere else, there's never like, you can never meet, I just find it hard to express what I'm trying to say, but when you meet somebody, there's always the possibility of that level of attraction, and you can't help that. It's not, you can't like physically, you could not mention it.
Do you mean
You
if
can't
you
help it.
if you were walking down the street and you saw an attractive woman, you're naturally going to be more attracted to her than say Ollie was? Is that what you mean? So if she was wearing a low cut top, you'd be like, great tits. You'd be like, nice top.
Could do some squats, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like this. Like
Just
as
'cause you
human,
wear-
we're still animals.
Yeah.
So there's still like that animal attraction type thing between people, and just because like now it's 2016 doesn't mean all, you know, human interaction has to be, oh hello,
Easy,
how are you?
yeah.
Androgynous and fucking robotic.
Yeah, yeah. It's not. We're not
bullshit.
robots. We're animals. So, and, you know,
I hate
if a
it.
dog sees an attractive dog, it just fucks the other dog.
Yeah. Well, you did it
I'm not
earlier.
saying we should do that, but
What did I do?
When we were coming out of the shop, and I was eating my crisps.
Don't shame me.
Well,
Yeah,
I
go
know,
on.
I'm just saying. And you were like, you pulled a face, and you said, "What?" I don't know what you said. I won't repeat it. But
eat those crisps, girl.
no, about the woman who walking past.
No, well, no.
Like you, I don't know what you were thinking, but you pointed it out
We were
that
on-
she
we-
had a very revealing top on. I
We were on
notice women who have revealing tops on.
We were on the way out of Sainsbury's, and an
Not
older
sponsored.
woman walked in with huge tits,
No.
but they were very up.
Perky.
Yeah. So as I walked past, I made a face like, "What the fuck?" And then Jess was like, "What?" And I was like, "Did you see the size of that woman's tits?" And it wasn't like a pervy fucking tits. It was
No,
just,
it's like,
"Oh
damn."
wow, look at that." And then
Yeah.
I said she looked about 70, but they looked about 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was more like, "What the fuck is in front
Just
of me?" Just
like-
like if there was a guy
Yeah.
there with.
A big butt. Or a
Yeah.
big head.
Yeah, or if I could see the outline of his dick head by his knee, I'd have been like, "What the fuck?" And I would have pointed that out.
That's a great.
I
Aziz
would have.
Ansari
I would
quote.
have clocked that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I would have stopped eating my crisps for that.
Yeah, and to pretend men and women don't
Yeah.
do stuff like that. It's ridiculous.
Like a friend of mine told me the other day that she was on her way out of work and she saw a guy that was literally so attractive that she stopped speaking to the person she was speaking to, and she was just dumbfounded. Like like you said, everybody has that capacity. Doesn't mean everyone's going to try and
Jump you.
rape you.
No.
know.
Trigger.
I don't know. It was
But
really
safe
poorly
spaces.
worded by me then.
Safe spaces are stupid.
When you said safe space, in my head it would just be like, I don't know, like a dimly lit room and there's like bean bags and like Disney films playing, like a quiet, chill out room.
But for women only.
But some
No,
people
for
would
anyone,
think some
like-
people would think Disney films are like, what's wrong with everything?
God.
No, they would though. They'd be like, oh, that's disgusting. That's just
Alright, it's just
white man's film.
it's just
for white men.
noise or something, or black noise, or
Oh, racist.
yeah,
Coloured noise.
coloured noise. Just
Don't
a
use that
blank
word.
screen, nothing showing. It's just dark room with a beanbag.
Dark screen. Your safe space sounds banging, Jess, I gotta say.
It's
A
just
dark
neutral.
screen and a beanbag. And you're
Like
not allowed to
nothing
move.
offensive, or someone's gonna have an issue with the word bag because it sounds like a ball bag. Like
I
safe
got
space,
raped on a beanbag once.
like
You
safe
could stand in the
safe
corner there.
space, chill out zone. I was thinking like they're doing their exams, they're really stressed out, they need some time out. Hence why I said a library because it's usually quiet in there.
But that's full of books about
Yeah,
white
books
supremacy.
with the word rape and
Did you hear about the there was a group of Black Lives Matter protesters who went through one library in America telling all the white girls they were sluts and slags and whores.
What?
Because they were
oh
white.
John, I'm getting
Recently?
angry.
Did you not hear about this? I think it was
No.
on something. It was like Race Wars or something. I don't know.
Don't know.
I won't eat my crunchy.
Ridiculous.
Why? What is that achieving? People do stuff and it doesn't achieve
Stupid
anything.
idiots.
It just makes people more angry, like me. I'm getting really
It's like
angry.
how
Need to
okay
be
then
in a
how
safe
about
space.
this?
Need some space.
I've got a beanbag over there. And
No.
we could throw a blanket over
I don't know what
you.
you've done on it.
How about the dude
You don't
in
wanna
America
know.
who won't stand for the national anthem? I forget his name now.
Can you not get
I
up?
was going to say Marshawn Lynch.
Koperniakis,
but-
whatever his name is.
Yeah.
American footballer, black American footballer, who's not standing for the national anthem because of what police are doing,
What are police doing?
shooting black people. Oh, haven't you heard?
Well, yeah, I just disagree.
Cis privilege.
Yeah, true. I've
What
never.
does that mean again?
I don't know. Cis is like, what is it? Like white male privilege.
I don't know.
I
know
No,
what
because people use it
cisgendered-
as cisgender,
Are you
yeah.
going to look it up?
I
or
don't
shall
like it.
Hey
I'll-
Syria.
I'll Google it.
Hey Syria.
I'm eating my M&M.
Hey Sissy.
What does cis mean?
Stop mansplaining to me, Siri.
What does cis mean? Nope.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'll just use
I
my
don't know.
fingers to
Just
type.
Google it.
Well, you know, it's his right to do what he wants. If he wants to protest the national anthem, whatever.
National anthem's not got much to do with the police, though, is it?
Well, I suppose it's the nation of America is allowing these white pigs to shoot black innocents.
I suppose.
You know, so but I think it's all nonsense. I saw an interview with Lil Wayne the other day.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne.
Did you see
Can
this?
you do a Lil Wayne?
Lil Weezy. No. Is the answer. You know, no, I can't do a Lil Wayne impression.
Just put some tinfoil in your mouth, and you'll
I
look
feel like he's got a mouth like that.
yeah.
Like Wallace.
Like Wallace, yeah. Cracking cheese, Wheezy. Cracking cheesy, Wheezy. Oh, do you like Lil Wayne?
He makes my skin crawl.
So no then.
No, he's a bit like Snoop Dogg. He just makes me feel uncomfortable.
Looks like a
Okay.
crackhead, man.
He is a crackhead.
Well, do you remember the story about he shot himself when he was younger?
Yeah.
He shot himself in the chest.
I don't know, it was his chest. Really.
I think. Well, I saw an interview with him the other day where he was on a news panel show and 3 reporters were trying to get him to comment on Black Lives Matter stuff and racism in America, and they tried about 8 different times to get him to say that the Black Lives Matter movement is a good thing and that racism is alive and well in America, and
Right.
he just wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
And then on the final question, he told the story of when he shot himself in the chest, and he said the police that turned up, every single one of them ran over him and started searching the house for the drugs, like assuming that he was just.
Yeah.
And he was like, it was the white policeman that stopped and said, "What the fuck are you all doing? There's a man on the floor injured."
Really?
And that was the guy that carried him out. And he had tears in his eyes and everything.
Yeah.
And he was like, so no, racism isn't alive in America. Certain people are
yeah,
racist,
yeah.
but not white people are racist.
No.
So, you know, it was quite a good video. I'll send it to you. He gets quite choked up and you probably
Wheezy.
like him getting choked.
Yeah.
Maybe is that what they call him, Wheezy? He's
I
only
don't
got one
know.
line.
He's got asthma.
Is he?
Yeah, he's asthmatic.
That scissor be slugging down.
Yeah.
You got an inhaler for that asthma?
Ooh.
Sorry. Trigger warning.
What was I gonna say? No, I
you-
don't know.
Find out what cis means.
It only mentions it about gender stuff.
That's what
It's
it is.
like whatever you were born as.
Okay. So if you are cisgendered, you accept what the doctor told you were at birth.
Yeah.
When he looked at your dick and called you a boy.
Yeah.
When everyone knows that's not the truth.
It's whatever you were told.
Fuck off.
Well, did you hear that the first female soldier to fight on the front lines has been
And
this
gone.
week?
What? Real female or?
She used to be a man.
So
But still
So the
counts.
first female to fight on the front
Front
line
line
was
used
a
to be a man.
transgender female.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
who allowed that?
Well, they,
No, like
The army.
like legitimate.
Who allowed
no, like
that?
the army
legitimately.
was like, fine, if you feel like you're a woman, go have the operation. And obviously, you're still a man, really.
But they wouldn't allow women to fight on the front line.
Not so far, no. No woman has been like,
Ooh, the
no
army.
born woman has fought on the front lines in the British Army.
The
Anyway,
British Army's so progressive, allowing transgender women to fight on the.
why is that then? Is it because why aren't women allowed to fight then?
it's just a bit sexist. But
It is a
that's
bit
why.
sexist.
I
but
think I
it's,
suppose like if it's just all men, like in the army, it's just like, well, they're not going to be interested in fucking each other. I know gay people are in the army,
But is it for that reason? Because
I would have gone down the protective route. Like men should protect women. Women shouldn't be forced to go out and fight because they might get hurt. And that's,
there
I'm
are
sure, is a sexist viewpoint
but there
of
are
mine.
some
But
very strong women out there. Like
Yeah.
there are some women who are probably more capable of fighting or shooting guns than some guys are.
definitely.
probably hormones, isn't it?
But
Once a month, more Arabs are going to die.
All right.
period.
You're having a bad day, bad
see
3
what you mean.
days.
Yeah, I mean there is stuff
That'd
like
be good. You could set decoys though. You'd be like, you're already bleeding. Get out
Or-
there, lay down, and they'll think you're dead. And then
or get bears. They could just attract bears.
a bear army
Yeah.
led by women who are sprinting from the bears.
On their periods.
I don't know.
No, obviously there are some hormonal, or just female issues that would like get in the way.
Simon, you're
And-
telling me you think there are some women that are stronger than men?
Yeah.
I'm clearly joking.
Look at that face.
I'm clearly joking.
No, you're not.
I am.
Don't make me punch you.
Okay, let's try.
My mum is quite sexist.
Right.
So I remember having this conversation with her before. She doesn't necessarily think that there should be female firefighters
Okay.
and females in the armed forces. So I was asking her why, and she said it's because, like with firefighters, if you're in a burning house, touch wood, if a male firefighter turns up and a woman firefighter turns up, who would you want to carry you out of a burning building? I would naturally say the guy, and I'm sure you two would. But what's to say that that woman couldn't do the same job, if not better? It's just like programmed into you to think that if it's a firefighter, it's going to be a guy. And
It
with
should
the
be-
army, with the like armed forces and stuff, my mum said about like hormones and, you know, what if they got pregnant, then obviously they need maternity leave and all stuff like that. And like I kind of agree, but then I don't think there's a reason why women, if they're capable of doing it, let them do it.
It should be a case by case basis. You shouldn't just exclude anyone just because they're a woman. Like, if there's a strong as fuck woman who wants to be a fireman, then let her go into a burning building. What's the...
Yeah, but
What's the problem?
but you would naturally just think, oh, they wouldn't be able to do it.
Because when the fire alarm goes off, the men are ready and the women are still waiting like 20 minutes before they get to the fire engine. Because they're choosing what to wear and shit.
Burning the toast.
Putting the lipstick on the fucking shit, you know what I'm saying?
Brushing
No, I
their
don't know,
hair.
yeah. Case, it should be the same for everyone though. Like, not every man can be a firefighter. You got to
Yeah.
be like a certain height
Yeah.
and a certain like weight and a certain build.
If you can pass the entry test for
Yeah,
firefighting,
totally.
go fight a fire.
But it's kind of like with, what's her name? Ronda Rousey, is it? Or
Yeah,
is she MMA fighter or just whatever? Like, if she turned up to bring you out of a burning building, I'd be like, yeah, sure, you can
Yeah.
carry me.
She'd
Quite
be
hard as
kicking down walls
Yeah.
and
But,
it's quite hot as well.
in a,
Everyone would be hot in a fire, John.
yeah. For a while, and then you'd just be dead.
No, Ronda Rousey
Still
could
hot,
drag
though.
me out of a fire anytime.
Yeah, I don't know what my point
I
was.
would rather The Rock turn up though, because like
The thing is, I don't think
I'm quite heavy.
I don't think anyone who's in a burning building is gonna be like, "What? You're a what? No, send a man in." You just be like, "Thank fuck for helping me. Thank you so much. Get me
Yeah,
out
oh
of the burning
yeah,
building."
obviously, but like I think when I was talking to my mum about it, I was like, so if there was a guy there and a woman there, you would just, and same with me, I would just naturally be like, you'd go to the guy for the help. You'd be like, "It's a woman. She's not gonna be strong enough to carry me out," or
Yeah.
not like she wouldn't know what she was doing. It would just be the physical strength of that person.
What if a female firefighter came in and she liked your outfit better than hers, and she was like, "Fuck saving that bitch." I'm not going out there looking
This
like
bitch
this
thinks
with
she
her
is.
looking. Exactly. No, I don't know. I think it's probably just because
It's always-
generally,
yeah.
historically, men are the stronger sex, women are the fairer sex.
Maybe they just deal with the kitchen fires and stuff. Oh, you burnt the cakes again, did you? Send Sandra in.
I nearly put Fanta through my nostrils then. It was a bad time to
No,
take a
if you
drink.
can do it and you want to do it, fucking go do it. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to like fight on the front line, I don't want to do it. So, knock yourself out if you want to do it. Like, you know, I'm sure like you're not gonna get, you know, just take the pill or something and then fuck as many soldiers as you want. You're not gonna get pregnant. You still do your job.
But they're probably not there to fuck.
They're there
I
to
imagine
fuck.
Yeah,
if
but
a woman
soldiers-
joins the army,
As if
she's...
soldiers aren't fucking people on the regs.
What do you mean?
They could do that anyway.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you mean. You're saying if a woman joins the army, she better accept she's getting fucked. No, she has a choice. She
I didn't say that. I just say
what?
like
It's not like she's like, "I'm fucking joining the army, getting so much dick,
no, that's
doing
just
them
a cheeky
sit-ups
bonus.
like dick,
That's
dick."
just a cheeky bonus.
So
Yeah,
what
but
you're
she doesn't
saying
have
is,
to.
if she was on the pill, she wasn't going to get pregnant,
Yeah.
then that would be one less distraction or one less reason for her not to
Yeah,
be
of
in
course. Yeah, it would piss me off though if she was like, I can't go into Baghdad now because I'm on maternity. So,
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
the lols.
So you wouldn't be on maternity. There should be a no sex in the army rule, maybe.
Oh,
If
you
you're on maneuvers,
You could not enforce that, could
you couldn't enforce it, but perhaps it should be a rule.
I'm
They
sure
fucking
it
do
probably
that
is.
for
Why,
like
though?
NFL and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, actually, yeah. Why? I think you should be able to have sex whenever you want with whoever you want, as long as they're
If there's no
consenting.
sex in the army, there's more chance people get raped.
Yeah, denial
Like
of anything is a
3
stupid
months-
idea.
Yeah, 3 months somewhere without having sex
But
to like I don't know.
it's like
Just give 'em a
NFL
flashlight.
teams and stuff. They don't allow them to see their wives before games coming up because
that's
it gets rid. If you jizz, it gets rid of your killer instinct.
Killer
That's the
being
myth.
operative
That's the
word.
myth. They say you shouldn't have a wank before sports.
Why?
Well, no.
Because once you have a wank,
Maybe
you're
that's why you're
relaxed.
so
and-
bad at football.
Yeah, exactly. Some kind of jizzing everywhere.
No, they say boxers and fighters shouldn't have sex before a fight because it makes you mean. But
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey says she needs loads of sex before a fight because it increases testosterone in women.
Because she's full of jizz.
No, she literally has said that.
Yeah, I
She
can
like
imagine it's
fucks
true.
right up to the fight because it's just like,
Just
Yeah.
in the rain.
yeah, she's in the fucking mood to go take some
Honestly,
heads.
you shouldn't have a wank before sports. Because it
I'm not a
depletes.
guy and I don't
No.
do sports, so I'm good.
Only water
Generally.
sports.
Oh.
And then you wank during those.
Ah,
And it's hard to pee with a boner. Just
okay.
FYI. everyone.
All right, I'll remember that when I have my change. Ollie, what have you got there?
Well, I was just going to say, this week's episode is brought to us by Mountain Dew and Krispy Kreme.
Whoop whoop.
As in, you bought the Krispy Kremes.
And the Mountain Dew.
Do you want to retell the story of the Krispy Kremes?
What, the stupid story where
Yeah.
I got bupsed?
Yeah.
You got bups for some donuts.
I bought 6 donuts for the price of 12.
What? How?
Because he's a dick and
I
he
don't-
didn't think.
No, I'm
No.
adamant
say?
it wasn't particularly my fault. I think it was a miscommunication of the stupid. I'm not going to call her stupid. She didn't articulate my options very well. I was
Okay.
like, on the menu, you could have a box of 3 or a box of 12.
Right.
So I was like, is there any in between? I was like, can I get like, I want 6 donuts. I was like, what's my
Okay.
options?
So so just to say, the 3 donuts was like $4.45.
Right.
12 donuts was say $9.95. Or
Right.
like say 5 or 10. Okay.
So buying 2 lots of 3 was slightly more expensive than.
12.
Because
Yeah,
you could
yeah,
buy
okay.
you could buy 3.
So you'd
For
have
£5.
6 that would be more expensive than 12.
Because you could get 12
Okay.
original glazed donuts for $9.95, but I only wanted 6.
Right.
But she didn't say it would be the same price if you get
Okay.
12, so I ended up coming away with 6 for the same price as 12. What a fucking idiot! What? So I wasn't. Well, you know me. I'm not really fussed about anything that goes wrong. So I was like, oh well.
Did you realise when you were paying?
No,
Yeah.
after. It was,
Oh,
only,
like
no,
a
it was only after we got out of the shop.
A split
You
second.
didn't say anything.
Well, because
You're
I was working it out because I just thought I don't know. I just thought you're paying for 6 donuts, but you were technically paying for 12.
So yeah, but the thing is, if I was an employee of Krispy Kreme, I would have said, "Sir, just to make you aware, you can get 12 for the same price."
Yeah.
I would have been
Yeah.
courteous
Yeah.
and like done my job correctly.
Maybe you should write an email.
Tweet them, they'll send you some free donuts.
Yeah.
You got a Twitter account?
No.
I'm not a good complainer. I
You
just-
do a good job of it most
No,
days.
I don't. I fucking never complain. I might be miserable,
Might be
but I don't
miserable.
complain.
I complained about an advert last year and got a tweet of the year.
What?
They're like Pampers or something.
What?
How is it?
What's this?
Baby bell.
Anyway, sorry, we having donuts.
Do you want a donut?
Yes,
It was the
please.
Freedom advert, you know, with the
Oh,
the
for
goose
skin.
or whatever.
Oh, what? Freedom.
Freedom, yeah, it's like the skin product.
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
And they had this stupid advert with a goose flying. So I was like, what the fuck is up with this advert with a fucking goose?
Mm.
And then I had a tweet from Freedom, and I was in their end of year awards with hate. And they said,
Legit.
do you, like, and I was in like an advert, like HMS Beefnut says blah 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 blah, and then the goose was talking like whatever. It's just like, oh, just fucking jerk, like that.
Really?
Yeah, and they were like, oh, because we used you in the advert, do you want some Freedom free stuff? I was just like, no, shit. Good Freedom.
Oh.
Can't buy me.
Do you need freedom?
No, I'm not a spotty oik. A spotty teenager.
Yeah, so let's all eat donuts, and I want to officially thank Joan Morgan,
Absolutely.
who won't
Thanks,
be listening
Joe.
to this, because I think she's fucking over it, just like everyone else who initially tuned in, except for us and Sophie. Sophie still listen?
Yeah.
Thanks to Sophie as well for listening.
And Beth.
Beth? Oh, you're Beth, yeah.
Yeah,
she giving
Beth,
up?
no, wouldn't dare, would you?
Wouldn't dare
Better
what?
not.
Wouldn't
Give
dare to
up.
stop listening.
Give up. Joan brought us bottles of Mountain Dew all the way back from Canada,
If you check, it is actual Mountain Dew.
as opposed to that energy shit.
Or she could have just
No,
filled
it's
it
real
up.
do.
Citrus
real
charge.
stuff.
Attaque d'agrumes. I don't know what it's got. Oh, it's French Canadian.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. So I'm going to open it now.
Oh.
Shh. I might need a strong woman to help me. Any firefighting ladies in the area?
Get Ronda Rousey up, yeah.
I'll do it. Shh, shh, shh. Ah, that sweet dew. Cheers, Joan.
I'll just drink my Fanta.
Oh my god.
I can't wait to drink it.
Takes me back.
So, what's the difference between that dew and...
You want to try some?
No, I'm alright.
Oh my god.
That's good, isn't it?
God, you guys. You wiped yourselves up.
Oh, I should not play sports after this.
Mountain Dew is so, like, white trash.
Yeah, it's crazy. The difference...
That is good.
The difference... Right. There were rumours about Mountain Dew
Conspiracies.
that it reduced your sperm count.
Right.
So they stopped making it in Britain.
Right.
They don't sell Mountain Dew in Britain, the original recipe now. So over here you can only get the energy stuff,
Right.
which is just atrocious. It's just like...
It's nasty.
You don't
Yes,
need the
brilliant.
energy.
So whenever we went to America, we've been to America, what, three
times.
times to Florida on like family holidays. First thing we would do when we got off the plane and into the resort that we were staying at was go to the shop, buy Mountain Dew and Krispy Kremes. So in celebration of the Mountain Dew, this is why I've bought the donuts. So take a donut.
Thanks.
Maybe don't take the original one because I want one of the original ones.
Okay.
But there's a chocolate on an original. One of the grossest things I ever did.
Chocolate.
What?
One of the grossest things I ever
What have you
did.
done to these?
That chocolate was original glazed up until about half an hour ago. Once when we got there was a blender in the hotel room. So I decided to blend up an original what was it, crullers and chocolate milk. It was the fucking most disgusting thing
Why?
I've ever done in my life. Just thought it'd be tasty.
No.
I fucking love Krispy Kreme.
People who don't like people eating on podcasts, sorry.
Yeah.
Suck a dick.
Yeah.
Eat my donut. So,
I think I've only ever had Mountain Dew from here. I've had Gatorade in America.
go and try some.
No.
I'll pull your cup.
Oh, that's right, thank you. I don't want to upset you. You have every last drop of that.
Oh, I will.
I want
Yeah.
some Code Red. That'd be good.
What's Code Red?
A different flavour of Mountain Dew.
Oh.
My donut's gone already. And I started after y'all.
And Baja Blast.
How do you think a burger would taste good in these? You know, when you've seen people make like burgers and use a Krispy Kreme as a bun.
Much like Caitlyn Jenner, I'm a traditionalist. So I like my burgers to be burgers and my donuts to be donuts.
I didn't know where you were going to go with that. I didn't know.
Much like Caitlyn Jenner, I love smashing donuts.
Well, Caitlyn Jenner swapped her hot dog for a donut, didn't she?
She did. No, I like a burger to be a burger. Don't put anything in my burger like fried egg or anything like that. Blue cheese, no thank you. Fried onions, no. I like it traditional.
That's so good.
Oh, I do like a bagel burger.
It wasn't an actual bagel that I had earlier.
Have you had ones in a bagel though? Have you been to the New York deli?
No.
Oh, they're really
We
good.
were going to go, like a few years ago, and we never went.
Who else?
Yeah.
Should we go?
Okay.
Okay. I'll come into town again on the day that you don't need a
Yeah.
lift done.
Is that why you went in?
Yeah, I met Jess after work yesterday.
And then she was like, oh, you'll have to fuck off now then.
Yeah, but we watched the Roald Dahl celebrations, didn't we? Some of them.
So pointless.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it had to do with anything.
You're aware that there's a book called James the Giant Peach, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't
Big
what we
Giant
were
Peach.
watching. We were watching the Fantastic Mr. Fox celebration.
Okay, right.
I did
There's
like
a massive peach in Cardiff. Did
There
you not
was
see
there
it?
was
Yeah,
a
okay.
massive peach, but we didn't see the massive peach.
It had gone by the time we got
Yeah.
to where it was when we saw the picture.
Okay.
I would know what
So
a
we
massive
missed-
peach was in reference to, but what we saw, I have no idea.
Fuck's that massive peach got to do with Roald
Not the
Dahl?
first massive peach I've seen in Cardiff Central.
Yeah, I know, right? It's not the first one that's got away either. No, we were watching the Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Something.
I don't know. It was like I said, Cirque du Soleil, but with the foxes. So they were
Okay.
like being thrown around on straps and stuff like that, and I didn't have a clue what
It
that
was
had to
like-
do with anything.
Interpretive dance.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
But it's Fantastic Mr.
For
Fox.
fuck's sake.
And they looked more like they were dressed like Wes Anderson's Fantastic Mr. Fox than
Ugh.
like. Did Roald Dahl's Fantastic Mr. Fox have clothes on? Or was
Yeah.
he just a fox?
No, I think you have clothes.
Did he? I don't remember.
That
Yeah.
Wes Anderson movie stinks, man. I hate that film.
I didn't see it.
It was alright.
And then there was like a Christmas sleigh
Right.
with people dressed in like gold tracksuits, chucking out fake snow. What's that got to do with anything?
I don't know.
But there was another sleigh which had like people dressed in. Can I trigger warning? Can I say
Yeah, okay.
Eskimo?
Inuit.
No.
What?
Inuit.
I've got to say Inuit.
Yeah.
I want
You
to
have,
say something
literally.
else.
What?
Nothing.
What? No.
What? No, not those. Yeah, there was another sleigh with people who were dressed like Inuits who were flying around pumping out snow. But then there was the Cool Runnings sleigh that was coming across the other way. So there were two different sleighs.
Well, the Jamaican bobsleigh team was
They were
there.
dressed like they were dressed like bobsleighers with ski masks, which I'm pretty sure that had nothing to do with Roald Dahl, but this one did. Because what was that about?
I don't know. I don't know what either of them would be for.
Were they Jamaican?
I think two of them were black, so I'm just saying it was like Cool Runnings, but there was like a proper
You
sleigh.
saying they were Jack in the celebration?
Yeah.
How would they have known that there was going to be a sleigh at that time?
A drive-by sleighing.
Yeah.
I don't know, but what did it have to do with anything?
I don't know. I don't know what either of them had to do with it. So what are the chances that someone thought, I know, today's the day, we'll take our sleigh out. It's not even snowing.
Who knows?
Well, it was a bit
Was
of a
it
letdown.
called City of the Unexpected?
Yeah.
It was pretty unexpected. I didn't
Roald
expect
Dahl,
to see
no
you.
big shit, anyway.
What?
There's way better writers than Roald Dahl.
Not from
Way
Wales.
better, I suppose.
He wasn't well.
Not from Wales.
No, his
He
dad
was
from.
Welsh, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
he was born in
Wales.
Cardiff, yeah.
So what was your favourite
Fair
Roald
enough,
Dahl
it
book?
was his 100th birthday. His 100th birthday.
My favourite Roald Dahl book is The Witches,
Mm-hmm.
and second would be Boy.
I think I've read Boy, but I can't remember what happened.
I've read it and I've listened to the audiobook, and I like to fall asleep to it. Boy is basically his childhood memories, but written by an adult for children.
Okay.
So obviously the language used is more child appropriate, so it's directed to children. But I love The Witches. I love the film and I love the book because I am very much like the Grand High Witch. I don't like children. Children smell like dogs' drop-ins. And when I get home, I take my mask off and I take my wig off. So I see a lot of myself in the Grand High Witch.
I did like that film.
It's a great film. And I don't know, with Roald Dahl books, it's kind of like, to me, I can read it over and over and over again. Because a lot of them are short stories. Yeah, I'd probably say The Witches.
I didn't read Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and that's not what it's called, is it? Is it called that?
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And then there's
Yeah.
Charlie and the Glass Elevator.
It's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but the film is Willy Wonka and the
Yeah.
Chocolate Factory,
Right.
the Gene Wilder one. Yeah.
May he rest in peace, because he
Rest
died
in
recently.
power.
What's
Gene
rest in
Wilder.
power? Yeah.
Yeah.
Gene Wilder looks
Cuck.
like our auntie. Or vice
He's such a
versa.
cuck.
Yeah, I didn't read Charlie and the Chocolate Factory until recently, and I thought that was a great book.
How recent?
2 or 3 years
Really?
ago. Yeah.
Why didn't you read it?
Don't know. I loved Fantastic Mr. Fox as a kid.
Oh, it's not my favourite.
Well,
I just
I
assume
didn't
that-
shit on your choice, did I, Jess? So
I just assume everyone's like heard or read Roald Dahl books because I don't know. I've still got the books that I had when I was a child and the audio tapes. So whenever someone hasn't heard of him or read them, I am very, very surprised. But then there's lots of things that you have read that I've got no clue about.
I've read them. I just don't think they're that good. Really.
Is
Like,
that
I've read,
from your age
what
now?
other-
Or?
I've read The Twits. And I've
Yeah.
read The Enormous Crocodile, Fantastic Mr. Fox, and all when I was in school, though.
What other kids author has got that big a body of work though?
Julia Donaldson.
Who the fuck is she?
She does like the Gruffalo. I think she did Hungry Caterpillar.
Didn't.
no.
Those are they're
The
children's
Gruffalo's
books.
better than Roald Dahl.
But everyone's
The
read the
Gruffalo is
Hungry
better
I
than
love The Gruffalo.
all of Roald Dahl.
Where the Wild Things Are.
Maybe The Witches is my favourite.
The Gruffalo is not a story though, is it?
No,
It's not
really.
a book. It's just a pages of rhymes.
I would say my favourite one is The Hobbit, though.
That's not a kid's book.
Shit's all it is a kid's book.
It's not.
It really is. You haven't read it?
No, I haven't, because I tried
a
when I was a
kid's book.
kid, and it was too fucking hard because it was like 7,000
No,
pages
that's
long.
Lord of the Rings.
No,
Different.
it was The Hobbit
No,
that
Hobbit's
I tried
like
reading.
230 pages long. It's
Well, I
piss.
must have had big pages, little pages then. Little
you-
pages, big writing.
Your hands were so small that when you held the book, it just looked like a bigger book.
Hobbit is way better than anything Roald Dahl.
But there's
Well,
no.
it's different, isn't it? It's a different type of genre.
And J.K. Rowling better than Roald Dahl.
Yeah,
But no, it's not the same category.
it's not the same category.
No, it's not, because most of J.K. Rowling's books are the same series, same characters. It's just a continuation of one story. Roald Dahl wrote hundreds of different stories.
All right, he's good. All
so
right,
who-
but I just don't like him. Right now.
I'm not saying you have to like him. I'm saying who else has that big a body of work for children as a children's writer.
David Walliams.
What has he written?
Stuff about like dirty grandpas and stuff.
Not sexy, dirty, like gross. And
Yeah.
Quentin
Blake.
Quentin Tarantino.
Well, didn't Quentin Blake do all the
He's done the
illustrations?
yeah.
So-
Which is why I think people thought they were going to be as good as Roald Dahl because the pictures tricked them. But I've never read them.
I think it's quite good
Twins.
that like a writer from Wales has had his books made into movies by all Hollywood studios
His
and
granddaughter's
stuff like that.
banging as well.
Yeah.
Is she?
Sophie Dahl.
What's it, Sophie Dahl?
Yeah. She's
name
married
rings
to
a
Jamie
bell.
Cullen. Cullum. No, that's...
Cullum.
Yeah.
Cullum.
I was thinking of Edward Cullen. I said this the other... I don't know who I was saying this to, but I've noticed in Cardiff, it's like all of a sudden, Cardiff fucking loves Cardiff.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Cardiff loves Cardiff.
All of a sudden though, like, there's just so many like posters saying, "Oh, we love the diff,"
I
or.
fucking hate that.
But why
like
why now? So with this Roald Dahl thing, it was really nice that they actually did something. But where's all this fucking money coming from? It's just like they keep throwing celebrations for all these different things.
Are we European City of Culture or something?
Are we?
I don't even know.
I don't know.
Not for long. Hashtag Brexit.
That's true.
Yeah. Maybe they're spending all their Brexit budget now
I
before we leave the
spending it
EU.
all out.
I hate the diff.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Slang.
Why? It's
We
not
loves
easier
the
than saying.
diff.
It's harder than saying Cardiff.
Yeah, but maybe they save ink on the posters
How?
because they don't have to write Cardiff. It's just diff.
I hate
But they
Barry
say the
Bados
diff.
as well.
I love the diff. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I know the guy who made Barry Bados.
No, you
And I
should
think
be
more power to
fucking
him.
ashamed. I don't give a shit if you're listening. You fucking like, what an idiot.
Why?
It's horrible, isn't it?
Barry Bados.
Ah, Barry Bados, going down Barry Bados. Fuck off.
But people love it, don't they?
Yeah, it's 'cause
People
it's
love a bit of
cheap.
tat.
It's
Yeah.
nasty.
It's like Benidorm. I
Ugh.
just don't see the appeal of Benidorm when we went.
Yeah.
Like
All
I
the,
love.
all the hookers and the.
No.
Like it's for people from the valleys.
Yeah.
That's what it's for.
That they
It's like,
don't-
oh, we're going down Barry Bados on the weekend, right, mate? Oh, safe.
Leaving all our rubbish on the beach.
Eh.
Don't clean up no rubbish. Fuck yeah, I agree with that. Fuck off back to your own
Yeah.
town and leave your rubbish there.
I remember walking Dexter with Mum over. We went up to the point about a year ago, and he was off the lead, right? And this fucking valley cunt said to me, "Oh, that dog's fucking dangerous, mate. You want to put that on a lead?" And I just looked at him and said, "Fuck off." And he was like, "Oh," trying to be the big man in front of his fucking girlfriend. Probably
Troll.
not married.
It's probably his
It
cousin.
was probably not
It's
married.
probably his cousin's sister wife.
And all these, you want to put your fucking kids on a leash? Fucking little shit.
Does he
Fuck
even know?
yourself.
Has he even seen Dexter? Has he even seen how dopey that dog is? And he just loves everyone
More
and wags his
intelligent than you
tail.
fucking kids. You valley ass motherfucking kids. Well, fuck yourself.
Well, way to alienate a potential audience.
Fuck. I don't want anyone from the valleys listening.
No, me too.
Valley girls from LA, yeah, you can listen.
That
It's
valley.
not the same,
Silicon
is it?
Valley.
Silicon
They're all
Valley,
nerds, aren't they?
good valleys.
They're all nerds. Only
Yeah.
good valleys listening, please. Napa
Yeah.
Valley.
Yeah.
In Ibiza.
No, it's Napa.
Oh.
Napa
Don't want
Valley's
anybody
in
who's gone
California.
to Ironapa to listen either.
No. I
Fuck you.
highly doubt they will.
No, it's not banging enough.
We could make it banging.
It just really annoyed me, that guy, and I've just remembered it now. Stupid valley lockjaw prick.
John, don't hulk out.
Let it
Okay.
go, man. Let it go.
My dog's a saint, okay? It wouldn't hurt anybody.
You wouldn't, it's true.
I know. He just tries to hump me. Maybe he
Shouldn't
could.
turn him on then. You turned him on. Sorry, anyway, yeah.
So,
Yeah, Barry Bados can go fuck himself.
well, I don't know whether I agree with that. I think he's made a little business out of something that probably somebody just said off the cuff. Barry Bados, and then...
So he nicked someone's idea.
Well, it could have been him that said it.
Doubt it.
Why? Why'd you doubt that?
It's been around for ages, hasn't it? It's just he took the idea and monetized it.
No, I think he pretty much came up with it. Him and his
Nah,
friend.
he's pretty much the guy who owns Facebook.
Mark
Yeah,
Zuckerberg.
just stole the idea.
The
from
Mark
someone else. He's
Zuckerberg
the
of
Mark
Barry.
Zuckerberg of Barry, yeah.
Came up with Barry Bados.
Just rolling in it.
And the sign is so fucking boring anyway. The little sticker that they sell.
I like that little sticker. I wouldn't buy it because I don't want to perpetuate. Like, that's not me.
I
You know?
don't want to
But
support
I
him
think-
financially, but good for you,
No,
bro.
yeah.
I know
Like,
nothing
I'm not
of
wasting
this.
my money.
What is Barry Bados?
You don't- It's just like, it's like merchandise that people sell in
Excuse me.
tourist shops. And you can buy like a Barry Bados mug.
Oh, I thought it was like every summer they put on like festivals and stuff.
No.
That's Glastonbury.
Glastonbury.
Oh, okay.
Which
You
I-
have everything in Barry.
You got everything in Barry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, our cousin runs Glastonbury and that's cool. I wouldn't want to go, but
No.
good for you, Ross.
Yeah.
Oh, I just assumed it was
I
like.
don't want any part of it.
Okay.
And if I live near it, I'd be fucking fuming.
I
But
can hear it
still,
for free
yeah.
every year up here in my back garden,
But still, people
listening
like
to
it. And
the
there you
Led
go.
Zeppelin cover band, who were quite
Of the
good.
cover band.
Yeah, the cover band of the cover band. Yeah.
And we got
Bronze
CAD
Zeppelin.
stock as well.
Huh?
We got CAD stock as well.
What's that? Oh,
Cadoxton.
Cad-
it's just at the
External
train
Woodstock.
station.
Whatever, man. Good. Barry's good. And I like it. I just don't like most people. Yeah.
And I think they feel the same.
Yeah, they do. That's good.
Mm.
That's good. But yeah, I collect like fridge magnets and shit, and I'd love one of Barry, but like, fuck, am I buying a Barry Bados one?
Why don't you take a photo down Barry and get it made into a fridge magnet?
Of you flipping off the Barry Bados
Yeah.
ones. A magnet of you flipping off the
Slapping
magnet.
a tacky lockjaw prick.
Yeah. With
Saying my
Dexter
dog on him.
looking like a dopey prick in the background.
If he licked you, it'd be the first birth you had in a week.
Oh! Zing. I got, lucky I got an aloe vera plant behind me for that sick burn. So are there any Roald Dahl books on tape that you're missing? Maybe I could recreate one for you in my amazing voice. Now that we got all these microphones.
The Witches.
Yeah, I'll read
Yeah.
The Witches to you.
Okay. Thanks.
The characters and everything. I know a man who could do it for you.
Your alter ego?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny if you read the twits, and every time you said twits, you replaced it with twats.
The twats.
The twats.
That could be a whole nother story.
Could be. Mr. and Mrs. Twat.
I like
Yeah,
it.
it's funny. I might do that. Side project.
Maybe
Or
just
just
do
rewrite, just find and replace Roald Dahl books.
Yeah,
words.
it'd be like the guy who made Barbados.
the twats.
John Ross is the twats.
Story the same?
Yeah, exactly the same. Just completely
literally
rip it off.
taking that I and turning it into
Yeah.
an
I might, to make it more relevant, I might put an @ sign instead of an A.
Yeah.
So the kids like it more.
A. Okay.
Maybe instead of the twits, #twats.
TW @S.
Yeah.
Alright. I'd buy it.
Or we just tweet about it.
#twats.
Yeah. That's just standard.
That would be unexpected in Cardiff.
Yeah. Should we go? We'll go make some stickers and just put twat signs everywhere.
What signs?
So has anything else annoyed you this week then, John? Apart from everything that we've talked about.
Has anything annoyed you, Jess?
Not really. I've had a pretty good week. I've been in a really good mood this week.
Oh, I just remembered something.
My good mood has put you in a bad mood?
No, your good mood has always lightened my mood, as ever. I don't even know what that fucking means. This week...
You're the helium in his balloon, Jess.
This week,
It's balloon knot.
Jessica and Oliver,
Yeah.
I had the misfortune of watching the Great British Bake Off for the first time
Oh! And?
ever. What a fucking load of old shit that is. Serious.
Agreed.
Ollie watched it too for the
Oh, did
first
you?
time ever.
Yeah,
What
it's the first time ever.
on earth is that so popular for?
It's because a lot of them are bad. It's like not car crash TV, but it's kind of like when people watch X Factor. You think, oh, they're obviously going to be the best of the best, and some of them are just such a letdown. But you can't help but watch.
Right.
And I don't know. I like cake. I like bread. I don't know. It's just easy watching, isn't it?
Why do they do it in a hermetically sealed enclosure in the middle of a field?
Why not?
Surely there's kitchens closer to town
But I think
that
it's
they
always.
could bake in, like where they could get their ingredients easily.
But I don't know if maybe the first season they did, it had to be in temp for some reason. Like, I don't know, they maybe couldn't find a studio or something. And it's just always been like that.
It would be better if when they kicked them off the show, they then had to bake their own weapons and survival tools and then go and, like, they just sent them off into the wilderness with baked shovels
goods.
and a filet pastry tent.
Okay.
Filet pastry? Is that
Philo.
Philo?
No.
Yeah.
Philo.
So you'd be leaving very soon. The other reason why I like it, I'm sure you can guess.
Melon
Paul
soup.
Hollywood?
No, Paul Hollywood.
Bitches love Paul Hollywood,
The
man.
dude, he's
Bitches
a handsome
Bitches
guy.
are crazy for Paul.
He's a silver fox, no doubt.
Yeah.
And I didn't really hate Paul Hollywood. He left no impression on me. Who I did hate, however, is that old fucking zombie vampire woman
What one?
that's with him.
Oh, Mary
Looks
Bell.
like she got dug up yesterday.
Mary buried.
Fucking horrible.
Am I right?
She's adorable.
She's like trying to keep her fangs under her lip. Oh man, she's gross.
But you know who she is.
She looks like a necromancer went to a cemetery and dug her up and implanted his evil seed in her, and now it's just her eating horrible churros or whatever they're called.
Oh, I'd love a
Churros.
churro right now.
Churros. Oh god.
But she's like a big name in bacon and
Couldn't
like
give a
food.
fuck who she is.
She's
Greg.
been a
Ian Gregg. It should be Ian Gregg on that show.
Great.
I think she's nice. It's kind of like,
She's not nice.
but it's kind of like she doesn't really have to be there. It's just like she's out for
No,
the
she
evening.
doesn't have to be there.
But Paul
If
Hollywood.
here's my theory. Paul Hollywood is a necromancer. And he's made a zombie slave of, what's her name? Mary Berry.
Yeah.
And when a person leaves the bake-off, she becomes Mary Berry. She. I automatically think it's a girl. He or she gets to be Mary Berry's victim and sustain her until the next week.
That's
Sucking
why
on
it's
their
in the
blood
middle
and
of a
shit.
fucking enclosure in the woods somewhere.
Keep the sun off her face. In case she turns into dust. It's because she can't be further than a mile from her grave. And that's right, the tent's right next to the graveyard. And then Mel and Sue, what the fuck are they doing?
Funny though.
Doing little songs and stuff. Maybe I had to get the 2 seasons before.
No, because it's always
Because
the
I'm
same.
missing something.
I don't think it's that kind of show, is it?
No.
What the story
Like
of...
you're not caught up.
Yeah, like episode 1, season 1.
Is Paul Hollywood,
Hollywood
going into the graveyard with his shovel, his bread shovel?
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's just easy watching. You get to watch people make stuff. It's just pointless. Like, no one is that good. And when you watch it, I think it's almost like, oh, I could do better than that. It's that kind of good vibe. Makes you feel better about yourself. It does for me.
Okay,
Seeing
but...
people fail lifts you up.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the other thing is, why were they like, right, I want 36 pancakes in a heart pattern?
Why not?
Go fuck yourself, Paul
'Cause
Hollywood. How about that? What if I make you 2? Because you didn't even eat 1 anyway. What a fucking waste.
It's to demonstrate their skills.
Yeah.
Demonstrate his power over them. You shall make no more than 36. Maybe he's like into numerology and that's how he keeps Mary going.
No, but then next week it'll be her
Yeah.
challenge.
Sacred numbers and shit.
So next week she'll want
Gematria.
them to make. I think hers was Viennese Wills the week before. Like they each choose a recipe that they're excellent at. So when it was bread week, that was Paul's week because that's his speciality is bread, and she's
well
more
done,
cakes.
mate.
Do all
Yeah.
hers involve raspberry jam?
No, why are you quotating?
Because
What's
it's probably blood that
Oh.
she needs.
thick blood,
Yeah, coagulated.
coagulated blood. This is an interesting theory.
Donuts. Lots of donuts on Mary's weeks.
Yeah.
She's fucking weird, man. Something. She can't die. I guarantee. You can't kill her with conventional weapons.
But he's sad.
Cream horn to the heart.
No wooden utensils allowed in the kitchen.
Chocolate eclair.
Good callback.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen anything you liked this week?
No.
I watched a killer video. It was about half an hour long about a Japanese carpenter who'd moved to America. Have I told you
Is this story going to be more interesting the second time round?
Probably not.
Okay, well, I'll zone out for a little
I
bit.
thought it was wonderful.
Carry
And
on.
It was a video about him explaining the Japanese way of carpentry. And like they don't use... Fuck off, Jess, right?
What do they use?
They don't use anything besides wood in their joinery.
Or
So
brain
there's no
power.
metal, there's
Wooden
no
screws and
screws. They
stuff.
don't even use screws.
Like
It's all
joint
just
things.
joints, yeah, and it was beautiful. So apparently like the tables he makes breeds and like with the seasons and
Cool.
it was fucking wicked, right? And I urge everyone to watch it.
You've given no
Does he
it,
chop
like,
his- how does he chop
details
his
on what
wood?
to
You
find.
killed my buzz.
How does he chop his wood?
I don't know. Didn't
hand.
say.
He just thinks about it and a tree falls.
It's pretty cool.
Is that
pretty
is that
zen.
one with nature?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can understand the appeal of watching that. It's like I like watching people do pottery or
Yeah.
icing a cake or putting makeup on. It's just that kind of zoning out. But I don't really want to know why he's making tables. I'd watch him do it, but I'm not interested into...
His philosophy was fascinating, and people pay thousands of pounds for his tables.
Why didn't you deconstruct this podcasting table and do it again?
I'm going to. This is where.
Don't
This
need
is
any
why I'm
metal,
looking at DIY videos for inspiration. What was I going to say? Do you follow any pottery Instagram accounts?
No.
I'll send you one. There's a great one you might like. The guy's got killer arms.
Okay.
Yeah, he runs a shop in Denmark.
Right.
And he's fucking hot as shit, and he just does pottery.
Naked?
No, but his arms are good enough, and he wears like tight black t-shirts.
Is that why you've got a tight black t-shirt on?
Yeah,
And you're spinning some clay?
yeah.
Okay, is
I'll
that
link
what
you.
you've been doing before football?
Roasting it.
No, but I did go and look for pottery classes the other day.
Yeah.
There's a place just down the road from here that does them, so I'm going to go and mimic Tortoise Copenhagen.
Is that
I
his
don't know
name?
whether that's his name.
Tortoise.
I think his shop is called Tortoise.
As in taught us
Tortoise.
or tortoise?
Tortoise.
Because
Tortus.
he's taut.
It's turned up.
He's taut, like
Taut. Oh right, taut like
yeah,
pulled taut.
muscles. Like fucking muscles and shit. No, nothing I've seen that I've enjoyed.
You've seen nothing you've enjoyed.
Well, I watched good wrestling, but you don't want me to mention that, do you?
No.
I did quite secretly enjoy the fact that CM Punk got his ass kicked in like 2.5 minutes.
It got bad. We all knew it.
Oh, what's this?
Wrestling boys. It was a wrestler who came over to the UFC to try his hand at real fighting, not fucking
WWE.
that pantomime shit that you watch. And he got his ass kicked
Oh, really?
within 2 minutes.
In like 2 minutes of the first
Yeah,
round.
he was just choked out.
He had a cauliflower ear. He was completely battered.
Then he was crying. No, I should say,
No,
I think
to be fair, he trained for 2 years to do that, and like he's 37 years old.
And I'm sat here, a doughy,
Drinking
pudgy
Mountain Dew.
potato, drinking Mountain Dew, saying, no, he got his fucking ass kicked because he's a pussy. No, he's a man. He's a real man.
What? How does that? What is the definition of a real man? How would that be a real man? Because
Well,
he
he's-
fights.
Well,
He's
he wanted
brave enough
do
to
it,
go
and he
in,
was
yeah.
brave, and he did it.
So
What do you mean?
does it? Well, that wouldn't mean you're not a real man because you don't go fighting.
Well, no,
no, but-
he's a real man 'cause he stood by his convictions, and he was
Yeah.
like, "I'm going to train to be a UFC
Right.
fighter." And I think everyone around him was saying, "I don't think you should do this," and he was like, "No, I'm going to do it."
Yeah.
And then he stepped up and he did it. And even though he lost embarrassingly, there's not many people on earth who would like to do what he did.
Yeah. And you'd be a shit man if you did what I just did then and said, he's a fucking dick, he got his ass kicked, when I wouldn't step in the ring with whoever it was that he fought.
Mickey Gall.
Mickey Gall. No way.
Did you hear how much Mickey Gall got paid?
Was it a lot less than...
He got paid $30,000.
And how much did CM... 2 mil?
500,000.
Oh.
But
Does.
Mickey Gall got a winner's bonus.
Yeah.
So he would, if he'd lost, he'd have got $15,000.
And CM Punk got that much just for the name.
Yeah, well, yeah, but CM Punk is a name. That's the thing. He wouldn't have even got a fight if he wasn't CM Punk, would he? Because
Yeah.
he'd have had to do amateur. Apparently, you have to have an amateur record to even fight in the UFC, and he didn't have one. So
Just scrapping in town on a night out.
Yep.
Count.
Does your argument with that Valleys guy count? Is that one
Yeah,
for
'cause he
you on
backed
your
the
amateur
fuck down.
record?
Yeah, 1-0, mate. 1-0.
Less than 3 seconds, bro. Verbal knockout. Verbal VTKO.
Yeah.
Do people have verbal fights? Like, do you think that would be?
Rap battles.
I suppose. And I was thinking.
We had one. And I fucking owned your ass.
Yeah, you did own us. No, like if like two people stood in the ring and they just got to insult each other until one backs down.
Have you ever seen roast battles?
Yeah. Well, it's just being mean to one person.
No, have you seen they do roast battles now where they'll get 2 comedians to come up on stage and they'll just roast each other? I watched one earlier this week and it was like some skinny woman and this massive fat guy, and all she talked about was how fat and ugly he was. And like he just didn't give a fuck and he just destroyed her. Oh, what was this? Oh, it was one joke.
Oh no, that sounds familiar actually. Or maybe I am thinking of just rap battles. But because they were British, it just sounded like they were talking.
I can't remember the jokes he was saying. Maybe we'll watch it later.
Also, you know when we were talking about Blair Witch and I was saying about like a 4D experience, apparently they do it in Cineworld.
Did you send us a link?
No. Oh, did I?
Yeah, I think I've seen a link.
Must have, because I didn't do it.
It must have been you. Go on, sorry.
Because someone in work was going to go and see Blair Witch tonight, I think. and they were talking about 4D something,
Hmm.
and they were saying that there's people in the screen. I don't know. I'll have a look into it, but it was just after I'd mentioned it last week that if they are possibly doing it, then we should go.
Blair Witch is getting really good write-ups.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't. Like, 4 or 5 stars and stuff.
I quite like that article you sent as well about the 17 things you didn't know about Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
I think the best thing that I didn't know about Blair Witch Project was that camera angle was accidental. Because, did you read that?
No, I didn't. Sorry.
It's fine.
I looked at it to see what it was, and then I was finishing my book.
Just ignore it. It's from Jess.
My book.
Yeah.
Apparently the iconic angle of her having a snotty nose and crying was accidental because she didn't realise she was zoomed in that far.
Oh, okay.
But it was like one of the best parts of the film, and that's why I love the original, was that it was so low budget and sort of like haphazard. You wouldn't get that again.
Well,
would
the
you?
actors didn't really know what was going to happen, did they?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it added like authenticity to it, I thought.
The show.
Oh.
Got 5 minutes left.
I've got nothing else to talk about.
I'm sure we can find something.
Let's don't push ourselves.
Tell us a story from your childhood.
Well, you've already told the one about me saying I want 3 legs.
I think you should dress as that for Halloween.
just
Get a
a
third
spoiled
leg.
brat with 3 legs so I can
Yeah.
kick people in the face.
Yeah.
I told my mum that story.
Ask people in town to tie your shoes and then just kick them in the face.
So a few weeks ago, I had just painted my nails and I was going out as well. And I asked my mum to tie my shoelaces. And I said to her, I wish I had 3 legs. And she was like, why? And I was like, so I can kick you in the face. Obviously as a joke. And she was like, oh. She's like, why would you say that? And I was like, because I said it when I was younger. And she's like, what are you on about? And I told her the story that I've been told by my nan. And my mum mentioned it again to my nan, and none of them can remember it. Like, but you told me that.
That's just
Why
the
didn't
thing
my nan
Jess
tell
would
you?
say.
That is a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
So-
it's the nasty thing that Jess would say.
I used to do that. I was a horrible child. I was a very horrible child.
What was the worst thing you did?
Oh, lots of things. But there's the other story of when my granddad. This was when me and my mum lived with her, my grandparents, and obviously I was very, very young then. I think my granddad was quite ill in bed. My mum had to go out to work or something, or my mum, I don't know what my nan was, but my mum had to go to the chemist and get tablets. And I don't know, maybe my nan was in the house, and they were all like, right, don't go and disturb granddad, he's asleep now. And I think as soon as my mum went out, I ran into the bedroom. I'm opening the curtains, turning on the TV, pulling his socks off, just being a little bitch, really. Knowing full well that he was ill and he was trying to rest, and I was, yeah.
Was there a story about you tickling someone as well? Or have I made that up? Did you tickle like an invalid?
I don't know. Maybe I tickled my nan's feet when she was ill
That
and she's
was
in
it.
bed.
I think I remember you telling me something like that.
Yeah.
Like she couldn't do anything about
Yeah.
it, and you were just tickling her feet.
Horrible.
That's so funny.
It's horrible, yo.
I was weird. That's why they call me Wednesday Addams, because I was a bit dark,
Bit off.
bit off.
Bit
I
Mary
cover it.
Berry.
I cover it better now that I'm older.
Yeah.
It's still there. Yeah. I don't know, I just assumed everyone
Bit
was.
psychotic.
Yeah. Aren't most children?
I was an easy kid, I think. I had invisible friends.
I don't think
Imaginary
I had
friends.
invisible friends.
You were quite, pretend to be sickly child.
Was I?
Yeah.
Munchausen's.
No,
By proxy, by
to school today. Like that. Or mum would dress you and you'd be like, ow.
Apparently, I'd say ow.
The vest hurts.
Say ow when she put on a
Yeah.
vest.
And I was...
Grew out of that though, didn't I?
And
no,
I
in
was
like
shitting
secondary
behind the
school.
sofa until I was 8 or whatever. 5. I think it was 4.
You should do it
Probably
again.
a cry for help because he arrived when
Yeah.
I was 4. I was just like, oh no.
Yeah,
I've got to
maybe.
shit behind this sofa for attention.
maybe you should start doing it again.
Maybe I should.
And just see if she notices.
Sofa's too, like, we've got a corner sofa now. It's an effort to get behind there.
That's alright, you can just poop down the corner bit. Like
Yeah.
a toilet.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You got like a shiwi, but for poop.
A shiwi.
Shoop.
A
A
shoop.
shoop.
Poop.
A poop funnel.
I'm talking about poop. You know, I
Again.
I know. Just might as well fill this 5 minutes. It was only you that I sent the video to. It was about this woman who didn't want to fill her toilet.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh.
She just didn't want her toilet to overflow.
Right.
So she would shit in bottles, buckets, carrier bags, and the whole house was just...
When she kept them.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
She would empty. She would shit in a bucket that was in the bathroom, like a big bucket, and then
Right.
empty that bucket with a littler bucket,
And then
like
put it
take that
outside.
outside,
Wow.
but never clean it. Never clean anything. She wouldn't wash her hands after she'd done it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But wasn't her toilet full of shit?
It,
she-
Didn't
kind.
want to flush.
She just didn't want the toilet to be blocked. Obviously, there was
Okay.
something wrong with her. I think it started when she was looking after her mother and she was ill and she had to like use a catheter, not a catheter, but a commode thing,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, sorry, John's face
Did
says
you,
it
no,
all.
did you? Talking of shit.
Shit.
This week, I found out on Twitter on Jeremy Kyle, he had a segment that was asking who shit in the fridge, and there were 3 women on holiday, and they woke up. They were in a caravan, and they woke up in the morning, and there was a shit in the fridge, and then so they weren't friends now. So they were on Jeremy Kyle to find out who shat in the fridge,
Really?
and they had like a lie detector thing.
Who was it?
Apparently, no one shat in the fridge,
It
so there was just a shit in the fridge
that wasn't there.
that wasn't their shit because they all passed the lie detector.
But it wasn't there
test.
the night before.
No,
Wouldn't
So
they?
somebody had come in and
it's
shit in the fridge.
Well,
Yeah.
well, did they put it in the fridge?
Well, no. They were just like they opened the fridge and there was a shit there.
Where's the weirdest place you found a shit that you didn't put there?
In the fridge?
I
No.
have memories of finding a big shit in the bath in our house, and I think it was when we were broken into. Now, whether someone broke into the house and took a shit in the bath,
Yeah.
I have no idea. But I don't know if it's real or not. I don't know if the memory's real or not because Mum says she can't remember it.
Yeah. You think you might have invented
I think
it.
I might have heard about people shitting in other people's houses, and then we got broken into and imagined that someone had shat in the bath.
Did we ever come home to find... Because I got a weird shit memory where we came home to find little shits in crosses all through the hallway. And was it Rusty, our old dog? Did he ever do like big shits like that?
In
I
crosses?
think when he was...
I remember in my head they were like 2 turds neatly crossed.
I don't know.
But there were like a couple of them. Like Blair Witch.
Maybe
Someone
Maybe
had
it
left
was
crossed
Barry Witch.
shits.
Barry
Barry
Witch.
Witch put it.
the Barbados witch.
There was one time when I was working in Barry Cinema, and after the show, we found a shit on the floor
Oh, come on.
in one of the rows of seats. And there was only like 3 people in the screen that night, so we knew it was one of these teenage girls that had done it.
Oh, that's even worse because
Yeah.
girls don't poop.
So we sent old Jean to clean it up.
Oh.
There's no fucking way I was touching it.
No, that's gross, man.
Old Jean.
Did you hear about this woman who she there's a single mum in America and she had kids and stuff, and every morning she was waking up covered in goo, right? Now she phoned the police because she thought some bloke was breaking into her house and wanking over her face as she slept, right?
Nothing wrong with that.
So the police came and they took DNA samples, and then she posted all on social media like, beware, a man is breaking into houses and masturbating over people's faces. It's happened 3 nights in a row, blah, 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 to me, whatever. And everyone was like, going, oh my God, man, it's disgusting, blah, blah, blah. Turned out it was cat sick. The cat was just sick all over her face 3 nights in a row. And I just like, yeah, fuck you. Good.
God.
Would you not know the difference between cat sick and
Well,
jizz?
I don't know if like your cat's drinking milk or something. Maybe it's a bit. She couldn't tell the difference anyway.
Unlucky.
Maybe there was a phantom cat throat rapist in the area who was jizzing in the cat.
Oh,
and the
that's
cat
fucking
was-
disgusting!
And then the cat
Oh
was.
my god, stop it, okay?
The cat
We
was
should
throwing
wrap
up
that.
jizz on the lady's face.
Fucking hell!
Maybe that's what happened.
It was that's one of those stories that I want to read again, but I can't remember where I read it and I can't find it. So
Maybe you should
the
turn
details
that
aren't
into
100%.
your Roald Dahl killer. Turn that the cat jizzer. The cat.
Oh my god, stop it! I'll throw M&M's at you. Oh.
Well,
Jizz is marvellous medicine.
Taking literal, like, jizzing in a pussy too far.
might as well end it there then, eh? Now that
Yeah.
we've discussed it, everybody.
Oh.
I inhaled a raisin this morning.
Good.
Again.
Yeah, again.
I'm glad.
As usual.
As per usual.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go then. That's the end of episode 15. Are you going somewhere, Jess?
I have got a holiday booked quite soon.
Whoa. Before you go.
Yeah.
Well, where are you going first?
I'm going
somewhere-
hiking.
Shit, are you going on your own?
Yes, because I like to poop off cliffs.
Hasn't your mother told you
I know a place.
it's dangerous to go alone?
Mm.
You should take this.
What's that?
It's some toilet paper in case you need to poo on a mountain, Jess.
Handy. Trust me.
Because you don't want a sweaty, shitty walk down a mountain. You'll have a sore bottom.
No, you don't.
More than
And yes,
normal.
you will. Oh, God.
Some feminine freshness wipes for you. So.
Oh, thank you,
Femme
John.
fresh.
Thank you. It's generous.
It's a gift. Also, something else as well.
I don't know if I've got enough room.
No, it'll fit in your bag.
Oh, bag. Right.
It's a gift basket from those bastards at Freedom. Fuck you, Freedom. I can't be bought. My loyalty can't be bought. Oh, it's something else as well.
What's that? I really don't
Oh,
have
there's
enough
loads of
room.
stuff this week.
What is it?
It's a bread roll in the shape of a cross. Keep Mary Berry at bay.
Garlic bread.
Good word.
She won't be bothering you again. Paul Hollywood's all yours now that she's
Oh, thank God.
finally dead.
And
Thank
that's
God.
all the things I thought about saying and forgot until just.
Thank you, John.
There we are then.
Yeah.
Well, good luck on your mountain hike.
Yeah.
Thank
be careful.
you. Thank you.
Try not to suffocate any lizards.
Oh, you didn't do it on their head, did you?
No, no.
Don't shit at night.
Why?
Mary Berry.
Oh.